In the north of the map, here on Enclosed, for this match, we have Squeekyg in the orange playing as the Lithuanians. Civ, he's been cooking up for a long time now. And in the south, we have Wolf of the North playing as the Khmer in red. This match is brought about from because Wolf of the North is wanting to challenge up to promote from C tier to B tier. So if he can win, he goes up to B, Squeaky goes down to C. And Wolf of the North will get, I think, 3 points on top of that for winning a promotion match. So
No pressure.
no pressure there. We'll see if he's had enough time in the oven after his blockbuster debut win against Egilim last time.
I wouldn't call it a blockbuster win, but you know.
Squeaky needs to change his name to Squeaky Ram Wheels. Yeah, I think you might be onto something there. So, Enclosed. Fairly standard. Well, it looks like we have a few more food resources, maybe a few extra water buffaloes. I think you start with 3 boars. No, that's fake news. 2 boars and some extra water buffaloes. And then the resources are all scattered around the outside of the map. There's no safe gold, safe stone, safe berries even. You just got safe wood in here. To top that all off, this little like path looking texture here is non-buildable terrain. So you can't like wall yourself all the way in the map or anything. You got to do small walls or no walls if you're going to be mining gold out here. Wolf of the North looking around. Again, this is the map that was left after the ban process. They went through and eliminated all the maps one by one and then ended up with this one at the end. So that's what we have. Squeaky going for a little bit of tactical house placement here. If he needs to protect the wood. Oh my gosh, sorry for the snap zoom. Stanley Kubrick action going on. If he needs to protect this wood, he can just drop another house right here, or drop one palisade wall right there, and those villagers are good to go for a while. House is going all the way out. We'll see if he realizes. I mean, he will eventually realize.
I mean, if he does know, either way, not a bad play because again, that even though he can't build on the that stone section right there, it does give him a little defensive capability.
That's true.
Again, he's not gonna like I wouldn't be able to do his TC right away. I'd have to go around, and by the time that happens, he could have responded or gotten his villagers to a safe location. So it's not a bad play.
I think something that's more prominent in Age 2, partially because buildings block where units can move, but is just disrupting the unit pathing of like an enemy. You got these houses here, they're going to have to walk all the way around and path all the way around it. Very awkward to give you a little bit more of a heads up. Squeaky now moving out for the berries. 9 on those. Okay, he is moving some more out there as well. Did he just find those or something? No, he's just organizing things out. The standard 6 on the boar. Then we have 7 on food. Okay, he's cooking. He's cooking. 4 on berries is normal though. Over here,
diversify or move to like splitting up the boars or the ox and then the berries as well. Interesting choice.
yeah, I mean, you can only fit so many villagers around a boar or an ox, right? You usually cap out at like 10 or so. So it's pretty standard to send a few vills to berries at this stage of the game. Ravenwolf got a little landing pad there for the vills coming out and working away on those oxen. He's going to move out to the gold, maybe for a fast castle situation. It's kind of the main reason you'd be mining gold in the Dark Age at this stage.
I don't think that was my intention. It was more of just I wanted to get a little bit of gold out right away just so that I had something to work with in case I needed it.
Makes sense. In case you get pushed off of it later or something. Yeah, sure.
Squeaky is going to see it, and he is going... No, not engaging. He's going to see it, walk by to say hello.
Do our red villagers have loom at this stage? Doesn't look like it. So they would lose to a scout, a single villager, but maybe he wants to save the scout HP, or maybe it's just on some waypoints. I know he likes to
Yeah.
waypoint his scout all the way around the map on the mini map. So villager count so far looking a little more favored towards Squeekyg, but he is going up to castle or to feudal a little bit earlier, so it's going to even out for the time being if Ravenwolf, if our red player continues making vills. Looks like he might be saving up to click that feudal button himself. I'm not totally sure here. But this is a complicated game. We got a bird's eye view. We don't have to be in here clicking all these vills around doing stuff. So we are our minds are free to make as many judgments as we want. Meanwhile, when you're in here on the ground, you got your boots on the ground, you're getting all dirty in the mud.
Yeah.
There's a lot more you're going through your head, you know.
Yes, definitely.
Make good use of those rhinos. Rhinoceros. Look at this guy. Oh, he's got a couple of freeze frames there.
Detail for such a for a remaster. That's a really nice little detail there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can zoom in all the way with this capture age. It's great. Squeaky still with some water buffaloes left in the back. I can already hear him saying these villagers are idiots because they killed an extra water buffalo right there for no reason. And we do have blacksmith double stable for orange, so he's making his intentions clear right now.
He is wanting to probably push up a little bit. He's feeling confident with the resources that he has, so he might try to maybe get some poke down in on Wolf of the North.
Yeah. All right, 26 villager light cav rush might be what we're seeing. That's a little slow for that, but he's working with what he's got. And the double stable, maybe it will just ensure a little stronger punch. At just like a couple of later minutes.
We'll have to see.
Going for some more house walls towards that path. And okay, so first up we see the scale barding armor for the horses, not the attack. Interesting. Maybe he's concerned about Wolf of the North having some spearmen out. Wolf actually making a few militia just to, keep his villagers company. I'm looking, actually, I'm curious. So militia these are not upgraded, 4 attack and 1 pierce armor. A villager has 3 attack and no pierce armor. So militia really does suck, not gonna lie. You gotta upgrade those boys, unless you're doing something silly with them, like sending them out trying to delay your enemy. Oh, and there it is. It just immediately came in as I was saying that. Man-at-Arms, 6 attack now. Solid unit. Squeaky gonna have to be a little bit careful if he decides to make any scouts.
Yeah, but Squeaky here actually walling off his TC, which is actually a very nice play. Again, he's just keeping it safe. If he's well enough on his resources, he's just feeling confident. Again, he's got those outside stables, but he's just gonna play it safe and make sure that nothing happens, and he's not going to get poked down or lose any of his resources. So really smart on Squeaky's part.
We have a question in the chat for you here, Ravenwolf. Koala Kush says, "Why is Cam commenting his own match?"
I like commentating. It lets me practice. I also enjoy kind of going back and talking through as to what I could have done better, what I needed to maybe what I did well, what I could have done a little bit differently. So it lets me sound out. I also enjoy joining Tyler in the booth, and if I get to commentate my own match, then so be it. So
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Chat.
no, it's not. It's not live. This match is not live. Most of the matches we've watched tonight are not live. These have been replays.
Oh yeah. No, everything here tonight is a replay unless something pops up, unless something comes up. But for now, we're just working with what we got. The nature of the challenging and leagues and everything is people just play whenever they have the opportunity to. So as long as we get the Rex, I'm happy. And also, it seems like we have no sound in Capture Age. I don't know if chat... No, you guys can't hear anything either. Well, so be it. I don't know what to do about that. Everything's on. Maybe we'll look into it after this game. But Squeaky, it's kind of relaxing, just the music playing.
Yeah, and
Moving
Squeaky is
in,
starting to move in. So I'm over here trying to respond. I do have only have 2 men-at-arms, and
spearmen are
unfortunately,
coming in.
yeah, the
No,
issue is
I don't know what I was about to say. Four villager kills for our scout rushing player here.
yeah, and so trying to, and unfortunately, he's going to get a few more. Yep, he gets another villager kill, and right now these scouts are doing work. He's just being a nuisance. He's being as annoying as possible, and trying to respond. I try to come back, and I feel confident enough with what I have to try to poke him off. I think the one thing Squeaky's doing really well here is that he did a very good job of getting me off my resources.
Yeah,
Because again, I'm having to fall back and
and now he's kind of achieved his goal, right? The more
yeah,
value that you can get out of your scouts, the better. But he's like clearly put himself in a position that's ahead.
yeah,
One thing, the Khmer bonus, as you saw him hopping into the houses here earlier, uh, their villagers can go in their houses. So drop a couple of houses out here, safe villas.
yeah.
But the rest of the scouts are looking like they're gonna go down. We have a forward tower on the left side for vision
Yeah,
for
I
Wolf of the
think
North.
yeah, I'm wanting to be sure that I'm not gonna get caught off guard by anything else. Do see. I'm trying to. All right, that was my
Here
scout.
comes
No, that was
Orange.
my scout.
Perfect timing. Let's see if he spots this tower.
I
Looks like not
think
yet.
no, he's not.
Scouting
Oh,
for
he's
these
gonna scout.
two.
He's gonna scout in. I think he does get those
There it
units, and he
is.
does
Yep.
see.
Looks like
Unfortunately, I'm going, and I think I try to rush that tower to finish it, but I back off. I'm going to lose that unit. I don't want to fort it, but
yeah. So
unfortunate.
Squeaky pivoting into archers now. Archers and scouts. Kind of similar to that H4 game we just saw. The archer cavalry combo is pretty solid against spearmen in particular. But Wolf gonna get some nice pickoffs here. This Komodo dragon not having any of it. And Orange is gonna pull back for a little while on that side. He's been playing. He's been playing a little bit of Age 2, so he's got a little bit more of a multitasking than he might have otherwise.
Squeaky over here again, putting more pressure on, just being a nuisance, and again he's just going to keep pushing. And I think the main issue is that I'm very far behind on resources. I'm looking at the resources right now, and
I
unfortunately,
mean,
because of the constant attacks
yeah,
he's
I think
doing,
again, I
very
think a lot of that is the walking time here with the villagers
yeah.
having to go back to
Another
their
big
houses all the
Yep,
time.
and another big thing is that I just noticed that I had run out of food, so I'm not able to produce resources. I'm not able to produce I'm not able to get food out for man-at-arms or spearmen or archers, so unfortunately I'm hurting at this point. So I'm trying desperately to get some farms going, trying to get some more uh trying to get some resources for some defensive units because I know that Squeaky's pushing this advantage. So I'm looking to try to wait to defend myself. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, he's continuing to push his advantage. And I think Squeaky's doing a very good job of
see if this
just
tower goes up. He's
hitting and
just
running.
always around. He's always around
Yeah,
looking around and doing something. And it's a lot easier to do that when you're not being pressured at home at all, too.
yeah, I think that was
Looks
another big.
like
Yeah, that was a big thing. And I think I do have a few skirmishers, men at arms here to try to deal with this. The tower does go up. Gonna try to get these units down. He is.
forging is in now for Orange too. So fighting with villagers might be a little more spooky than normal than otherwise. You can sometimes fight off scouts with vills. But the spears are enough to push back for now. Spearman skirmishers, pretty good composition here, but that's a lot of archers coming in now for Squeaky. And these skirmishers are default of the attack upgrade. Skirms actually their strength is in their how tanky they are. They have 3 pierce armor. So you want to like generally maximize their like that part of them first, so you would get the armor for them instead of the attack, because similar with spearmen, most of their damage is being done with bonus damage, which doesn't have the same effect from the attack upgrades from the blacksmith. Just a little know-it-all tidbit from myself there.
So Squeaky with the archers, he is I think, gonna be able to kite those guys off. Trying to get in there, trying to get some damage in on them, but I don't think it's enough. I don't have the proper upgrades. Skirmishers aren't
This
gonna.
might have worked out if the scouts didn't come in and hard counter the
Yeah.
skirms there.
Yeah, unfortunately, he ends up getting those skirmishers.
Looks like that cleanup for orange, and it is not looking good for our beloved red player here. He has managed to get some farms out within nice walk. It's a nice walkable city here in the inner cities, the downtown area. You can just hop right into your own house. But out here in the suburbs, they got to take like a whole like 45-minute freeway to get home, and they're just not happy about it.
Nope. And again, more scouts coming in on the side.
I'm kind of glad that the sound isn't working in this one, because I know I would be hearing the town bell 30 times, and I'm not telling you to make the noise. Oh, and with that, we got 7 scouts out here on the field. We got archers camping in here.
Yep.
Wolf of the North has decided maybe today's not my day. Maybe I'll come back another time and try again.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Squeaky defends. He earns 1 point for defending a challenge. Wolf of the North back locked down on C tier. Gonna have to fight another C tier player before he gets the opportunity to challenge upward once again. We'll see if he goes after the same player or picks somebody new. Sometimes the freeway has accidents that you can't, and then you have to sit on the freeway. That's right. Sag. I'm looking. Feels bad, man. Wow. I know my Twitch emotes. But 22 scouts for Squeekyg, 10 skirmishers for Wolf of the North. It was almost like there were a few moments there where there were some good engagements for Red, but not
I think
quite.
there were definitely some things I could have done differently there.
If anybody will learn something from this game, it will be you. You're always talking about what you can do to improve, and I appreciate that a lot.
All the time. In some areas, I definitely felt that my economy was doing very well. I thought I was doing well economy-wise.
Mm-hmm.
At least for a certain amount of time, I thought I was keeping up, and then obviously he started pushing in with his units, and that really started hurting me, and that could never seem to catch up after that.
Yeah, well, once all the action is on your side of the map, it becomes pretty hard to collect yourself.
Yeah.
Villager count 52 to 29 there. Resources collected about double, right? As is expected. We don't necessarily need to keep rumming it in too much here, but
No.